After her parents were brutally murdered, she went online, begging people to tell their story. She cried. She mourned. She wanted the world to care. But months later, police made a discovery. That turned the entire case upside down. On the surface, everything looked normal. A quiet home in Carroll County, Georgia. A mother, a stepfather, and their children. 41-year-old Kristin Brock was known as a caring mother. 45-year-old James Brock, her husband, was described as calm and responsible. Together, they were raising a family, including 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick, and a much younger child. To outsiders, nothing seemed out of place. No visible warning signs. No public conflict. Just a regular family, living a regular life. Until one night changed everything. On February 20th, 2025, something unthinkable happened inside that home. Kristin and James were in their bedroom, asleep. That's when they were both shot. Multiple times. There were no signs of forced entry. No immediate indication of a break-in. It wasn't random. It wasn't chaotic. It was controlled. And then came one of the most disturbing moments in this entire case. The next morning, their young child, just a little girl, found their bodies. Imagine that. A child walking into a room and seeing something no one should ever see. Shortly after, a 911 call was made. And that call came from Sarah. In the beginning, Sarah Grace Patrick appeared exactly how you would expect. A grieving daughter. She spoke about her parents. She expressed pain. She looked devastated. But it didn't stop there. She took her grief online, posting emotional messages, sharing her heartbreak, even reaching out to people, asking them to spread awareness about the case. At one point, she reportedly contacted true crime creators, urging them to talk about her parents' murder. She wanted attention on the case. She wanted justice. Or at least, that's what it looked like. But as time passed, investigators started noticing things that didn't sit right. This wasn't just about what happened that night. It was about what happened after. The timeline, her behavior, her digital footprint. Piece by piece, something began to unravel. Because sometimes, it's not the crime itself that exposes the truth. It's the performance that follows. Authorities began digging deeper. They examined digital activity, phone records, movements inside the home. And one detail stood out more than anything else. There was no evidence of an intruder, no forced entry, no sign that someone broke in from the outside, which raised a chilling possibility. What if the danger was already inside the house? As investigators built their case, the focus slowly shifted, and eventually, it landed on someone no one expected. Months after the murders, everything changed. The grieving daughter, the one who cried online, the one who asked people to tell her parents' story, was arrested. 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick was charged with the murders of her mother and stepfather. The same person who called 911, the same person who asked the internet for help, now accused of being responsible. When the news broke, it shocked everyone. She later turned herself into authorities, and in court, her demeanor raised even more questions. At times, she appeared calm. At others, emotional, almost like two different versions of the same person. She was charged with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, and she is being tried as an adult. Bond denied. And this is where the case becomes even more unsettling. Because despite everything, there is still no clear motive, no confirmed reason, no single explanation, just questions. Why would a 17-year-old do this? Was it anger? Was it control? Was it something deeper, something hidden? Or is there more to the story we still don't know? Some family members have even expressed doubt, questioning whether she's truly responsible, which only adds another layer of uncertainty. But maybe the most disturbing part of this case isn't just the crime, it's what came after. Because if the allegations are true, that means a person was able to commit something horrific, then step into the role of a victim and convince the world to cry publicly, to seek sympathy, to control the narrative. That level of emotional contradiction is hard to process. It forces you to ask, how well do we really know the people around us? Sometimes, the scariest part of a crime is not the moment it happens. It's everything that comes after. The normal conversations, the public grief, the version of the story we choose to believe. Because in this case, the person asking the world to care may have been hiding the truth the entire time. If you found this case disturbing, you're not alone. Let me know what you think really happened and whether you believe there's more to this story. And as always, stay aware.